How we looking? Me. All right, guys, I have an editorial for you here. I saw this on Facebook over the weekend, and I don't know if I was multitasking or what I was doing, but I dismissed it. But I saw it, and I thought, what a couple of idiots. The cops, that is. And then someone brought it to my attention this morning, and I said, yes, I want to do that one. And I'm not saving it for tomorrow morning. I'm going to do it right now. We're going to Atlanta, and I want to tell you this story pissed me off physically. When I was reading it, we're going to get down to the bottom where the sheriff's spokesman talks to Fox 5. I started getting pissed, and my heart rate started going up. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to give you drama for effect. My heart rate and my blood pressure started going up. I could feel it physically. I was like, I'm getting pissed off at this. Reading it. I'm going to give it to you guys. So a Georgia Southern University starting quarterback, Shea Wirtz, insisted that what deputies found on the hood of his car was simply bird poop that he tried to rinse off. The test kit told Saluda County, South Carolina deputies that it was cocaine. Say the deputies. They should have listened to the quarterback. On July 31st, 2019, deputies said they clocked Wirtz driving at 78 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone and pulled him over. Well, that happens all the time here. People flying down the road, speeding. You can get a ticket for it, okay? They spotted a white substance spread over his front hood and decided to do a field drug test. This is the transcript from the dash cam video. I'm going to give it to you right now. Deputy: all right, man, I don't know what you got going on in your life or whatever, but that's a field test kit. It's distributed to us by the state. Wirtz says, sir, if it turns pink or blue, it means it's positive for cocaine. It doesn't just turn, it's bird bleep. It's not bird bleep. I swear to God, it looks nothing like bird poop, man. We know what bird poop looks like. So apparently these cops know what bird poop looks like. It looks like cocaine to them. Wirtz would be charged with a misdemeanor cocaine possession and spend the night in jail. So he still spent the night in jail. They punished him. The Clinton, South Carolina native was preparing for his third season as Georgia Southern University's quarterback when the arrest stunned the Eagle Nation. They opened in 3 weeks against LSU. You can hear Wirtz tell the deputy while handcuffed in the back of the patrol car, I have no reason to lie about cocaine. I play football, sir. I don't do cocaine. Wirtz is then quoted as saying, I pulled over last night to clean my car and it didn't come off with that little thing you used to clean it with. Deputy says, that's a lot of bird poop, man. Wirtz was lucky. Instead of months, the South Carolina Crime Lab issued its report within a week. What the deputies found on the quarterback's car was not cocaine, it was bird poop. This week, the prosecution dismissed the charge. A sheriff's spokesman told the Fox 5 team Wirtz was already heading to jail on the speeding charge even before the test kit wrongly detected drugs. Well, we were going to take him to jail anyway. We weren't going to let him go. That black man driving 74 miles per hour down the highway. His ass was going to jail, boy. That's how I picture this sheriff's spokesman. He's a fucking idiot. He was already going to jail for speeding? Why? Well, he didn't pull over, man. He was going 74 miles an hour. I'm doing a YouTube video. You're like, what? That's a YouTube video. So this sheriff's spokesman says he's going to jail before they even tested for drugs because of speeding, because he didn't pull over. Now, he's going 74 miles an hour down the highway. 74, I don't know if you know that it takes a while to stop at 74 miles an hour. You can't just hit your brakes and pull over on the side of the road without sliding down, leaving black marks. Okay, he's 74 miles on a highway, probably at night. Well, it was at night. You guys saw that. It was at night. He's got to look for a place to pull over. And that's what he says he did. Wirtz said the sheriff's spokesman said it took Wirtz several miles before Wirtz agreed to pull over. What do you mean agreed? Well, were they negotiating it out the car window or something? Wirtz said he was only looking for a lighted spot and called 911 to let them know why he wasn't pulled over immediately. So he did call 911, and he said, look, this is why I didn't pull over, because I had to look for a lighted spot to pull over. Well, not only that, he's doing 74 miles down a highway or roadway. I mean, it takes time to pull over. You know, and if I've driven some of those highways out there in South and North Carolina, and some of them just don't have places to pull over. You have to go up a ways and find a wide spot in the road. Same thing here in California. So Wirtz was suspended for 2 practices because of the speeding charge. Now, if the cocaine charge had not been dropped, he would have been required to miss the first game of the season per the school's policy for misdemeanor arrests. But he's still suspended for 2 practices because of the speeding charge, which maybe that's the school's policy, you know, because of the ticket. Maybe they get a traffic ticket. I don't know what their actual policy says, but maybe if they get a traffic ticket, yeah, they miss a practice or whatever. But what gets me is this sheriff spokesman talking about he was still going to go to jail for speeding. How many times do they arrest people for speeding that don't pull over right away? And what's the distance they have to pull over? Do they have 30 seconds to pull over? Do they have 15 seconds to pull over? These are questions that we want answered. These are questions that we should look for people to be answering. What is the policy of the Saluda County, South Carolina Sheriff's Department on pulling people over who are exceeding the posted speed limit? Do they have a mile to pull over? Do they have 30 seconds? A minute? So why was he going to be going to jail on speeding charges? Because he was doing 74 and a 55? Well, he said no, it took him several minutes to pull over, or to agree to pull over. Fuck, you know. There's a lot of unanswered questions here, and I think his attorneys should go out there, or at least have one of their investigators go out there to that highway in the evening time, not maybe at night, but not during the day, in the evening time, and look and see what kind of highway that is, where there are places to pull over, how narrow it is or how wide it is. And I mean, all of these need to be answered. These are questions that are not being answered by the Sheriff's Department. Of course, they're not going to answer it. They don't want to shoot themselves in the foot, proverbially. But these are questions that are unanswered, and this really ticks me off. So you got this Hick County Sheriff down there in South Carolina who justify. We've got to justify this guy going to jail. We have to say, well, we were going to take him to jail anyway. Yeah, we were. Sure you were. Do you take everybody to jail who's speeding and doesn't pull over in like a 90-second time frame? We want to know. Inquiring minds are asking. A lot of unanswered questions here. Thank you, guys. Happy Monday. It's really hot out here.